back. I am back in Dark Souls 3. I am back with my Pyromancy only run. I think last night I ended. Where did I end? I ended, I think, just after getting Boulder Heave. That's right. Okay. Just 1 second. Just doing the normal things. I'll be ready in just a second. Okay. So yeah, I am ready for some Pyromancy only. I think I have, yeah, I have an Estus Flask Shard and an Undead Bone Shard. So I can get an extra flask. I'll keep 5 and 3. It's very rare that I use up all my FP during a fight. Okay, so I'm gonna go fair and keep Elves go up the ladder. Let's do this. I'm excited. After last night, I had so much fun last night with my stream, and I'm ready to continue. I am 100% ready to continue. I'm definitely going to get the bonfire outside Crystal Sage. But I don't think Crystal Sage is going to give me as hard of a time as it did during Bows Only. At least, I don't think it will. I don't know. Maybe it will. Maybe it'll surprise me. But now that I have Boulder Heave, it should help a little bit. I don't think there's really... Actually, there is one ring I want to go grab. And it is... Oh, I should go and grab like the Estus Shard and everything there too. Oof. Ooh. There we go. I was about to say, did that not kill it? It did. Thank God. So I think it's this ring? Yes, the Sage ring. Now that ring will be extremely helpful as it shortens spellcasting time. I honestly can't tell if that makes... That's unfortunate. Damn crab. Either way, I don't think that will... I honestly couldn't tell. Let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, you know what? That does make a significant difference. Alright, good to know. Good to know. So I do have to remember like where all the like the Pyromancy tomes are. 'Cause I think a lot of them are past the Abyss Watchers. Like I know there's a Karthus one, I believe. Oh, that thing's gonna be back, isn't it? Yeah. So much faster. Oh, not even a challenge at that point. Now, is that giant crab gonna be out there again? Where'd that even come from? It must have aggroed to me when I was there. Okay. Hello. Thanks for stopping by. How's the adaptability run playing going? I seen you commented on one of my posts earlier today. I didn't know if you made any headway with it. Oh, you take a lot, don't you? Yeah, it's just staff. Okay, bonfire. And there's no harm in sitting at it. That's awesome. Honestly, the run does sound like a lot of fun. Like, I was thinking about doing runs like that, where, like, I only, like, do one stat. Obviously, like you're doing, I have to kind of map out the whole run, just because I'd want to not have to think about it at all. And what, like, I can't really remember, what does adaptability do besides your iframes? Whoa, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping by. I am gonna. Do I want to pop my ember yet? Does it? Like, I know it, because I know it also, I think, puts up. Correct me if I'm wrong, it might put up your resistances as well? Okay. I feel like, yeah, like there's a lot of hidden mechanics that I find in that game. It doesn't necessarily, like, tell you. It's something that, like, people throughout the years have discovered on their own. I'm using up another flask. Oh, I got a flask back. Okay. I gotta be quick because that thing does have soul spear. Okay, and use that. Okay. I think Great Combustion might actually. And honestly, I have to agree. My intention was not to rag on Dark Souls 2 right off the start, because I know we did a lot of that last night. but the hidden mechanics in that game is definitely what keeps it from being a great Souls game. It's already a decent game, like I said last night. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, if you're especially do you know what starting class you're gonna be? Are you going to like what is it called? Is it called Deprived in Dark Souls 2 as well? Like is that one of the classes? Oh, crystal rain falling. Damn it. Yeah, that's what sucks is the fact that yeah, starting to level 1 deprived. I was about to say like depending on what class you start as for it, but I suppose if you start deprived, you're not going to have anything. You're literally going to be. I need magic resistance, actually. I think this stuff's my best bet. But yeah, like, oh, I find the hidden mechanics in a Souls game is so much, and like any Souls game, like I know with this, there's a hidden mechanic in dexterity that at high levels increases your casting speed, which, like, why would anyone do that unless they're doing like a magic dex build, and then they'll start seeing some like a little bit of increase. And like when I say it's an increase, it's not much of an increase. Oh god. Like it's not much of an increase at all. Oh, come on. Okay, I gotta take a second. Reset. Those hurt. Really? I feel like all of them have like somewhat of a hidden mechanic. Like I feel like every stat has like some side thing that it puts up. I can only assume anyway. But I know that can be very frustrating with these games, especially like if you don't know, and like because I know with adaptability, unless you look it up, like that's not well known that it also helps your rolling. Because like unless you like go and look it up or have someone that's played through it tell you, like you'll never know that leveling adaptability does something else for you besides maybe the stat that it puts up. I think it puts up like your agility. Oh my god, that killed me. Damn it, I rolled too much. I panic rolled. gonna go this way this time. I'll give it a try, this try. Nice. That's always a plus. I know when I was doing my miracle, like when I started my miracles run, I took a couple of attempts because I wanted to see if I could do the glitch where you can kill the pursuer without actually touching him. Because at that point in time, I didn't have any damaging miracles, or if I did, I think I had like three lightning spears. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna go put up my. That's frustrating. I'm gonna go upgrade my flame to hopefully do a bit more damage. I didn't realize I was gonna have this much of a hard time with Crystal Sage again. But yeah, like I was trying to do the glitch where you can have the pursuer basically kill itself. I couldn't do it. I did like 2 or 3 attempts at it, and each time I had to make a new character. So each time I would have to go in. I think one time I didn't go to Dragon Rider Fist so I could get the lightning spear. I went to I went to try pursuer first. Purchase. I don't think you have anything for me anyway. Oh, she starts selling Titanite shards soon. Yeah, she sells Titanite shards. So I can at the very least get my yeah, I don't need anything there. It's 2. Alright, I need 4 more. Yeah, so I know I have like the idea of how to do. I just don't think I was doing it quick enough. Because again, what I blame it on is Dark Souls 2 mechanics and the stamina in that game. But basically, what you have to do, you have to have the wall at that bonfire broken so you can get right in there, and you can either hop up on the ledge that's right against the wall. You hop up on that, and then you can jump across the little gap past the ladder, which causes the pursuer to spawn, immediately turn around, jump back over, and basically book it back to the bonfire. And when you sit, the pursuer will kind of like fall out of the world and die. I understand the premise behind it. I just can't do it. Apparently, you can also just go up the ladder to just about where you would get on top of the top, go up to the top of the ladder, but don't actually get off the ladder, and then go right back down and run. I tried that twice, I think, and I still wasn't able to do it. It can be difficult. Like you have to be super precise in your timing, and I wasn't. Okay, I'm going to pop this now. Okay. Yeah, let's go back here. I wish I could be precise in those times, and like that's the same with a lot of Dark Souls 1 boss fights where you can like make certain enemies glitch and kind of kill themselves. I wish I could do that stuff, but I think it's easier to do on a computer. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure it's easier to do on a computer. As much as I'd love to be able to do glitches like that and like show them off here, I don't think I could do it. Okay. So not much has really changed for me. I just increased my damage output a little, I think. Yes, I did. Okay. Try Crystal Sage again. So far, so good. Like that did a fair amount of damage to it actually. I'm running away. I think this is gonna be second phase. Yeah. I kind of can't wait to do sorceries only in this. I mean, obviously this boss is going to be such a pain to do sorceries only, because I'm pretty sure they're going to be resistant to sorceries. Oh god, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Heal. Oh, why did I use two? Oh, there we go. Thank God. I was a little worried I was gonna die. My casualty dies in like 8 seconds. Yeah, I know, when I was, again, I can only compare it, like, I've played through the game a lot. Um, I can only compare it to my Miracles Only because that's like my latest playthrough. Flexile Sentry obviously, honestly gave me no problems. The only problems I had was Last Giant because that's at the start of my run, and I'm only using. I think I only had 3 lightning spears at the time, like 3 lightning spear casts. So that was kind of like the issue there. Pursuer was a little bit difficult too because again, I'm lacking in my spell casts. So I only had 3 lightning spears, and then I had to fight them with my chime. Surprisingly, it did pretty well. Then I haven't. The only roadblock I really hit that gave me like a lot of trouble was Iron Keep so far. Like I haven't went back to it since, but I'm kind of stuck on Iron Keep just because I don't want to use up casts getting to Smelter. And the couple times I did get the Smelter Demon, it didn't go very well because he doesn't take a lot of damage from my spells, unfortunately. What do you drop? You drop Twinkling Titanite. I don't think I'm going to need Twinkling Titanite. What do you? I need Large Titanite. Now that's Twinkling again. I'm just going to run. Also, I'm kind of excited to do miracles only in this, because there's a lot of cool miracles you can do. Oh, Christ. So if you see my character do that every once in a while, the fist punch with my Pyromancy flame, the right trigger on my controller is kind of busted. So like if I just barely like brush it, then I'm gonna activate that heavy attack. Love Boulder Heave. There you go. Alright. Now I can go up this way. Oh wait, is it this way? Ah, it's right here. Yeah, it's right here. To get a shield. Yeah, like I obviously like I've played through that game a lot. I've played through every single Dark Souls game like a lot. And there are a few rooms, like a few areas that I absolutely hate going through, and that no matter what I do, can give me trouble. Uh, that that little area before Iron Key, like before Smelter, that gives me trouble every time, no matter what. Uh, and the Lake of Amara, I think it is. That always gives me trouble, no matter what. I think the one time it didn't give me trouble was... Oh no, I've never gotten through that area the first time through. No matter, like, it doesn't matter what I was doing. And it's just those two areas are probably my least favorite in the game. And like I can see people defending I can see how people defend Dark Souls 2. For a lot of people, Dark Souls 2 may have been their first Souls game, like their first experience with a Souls game. I'm just gonna enter the DLC real quick just so he doesn't talk every time I come back here. But I think a lot of people experience Dark Souls 2 first. So that's probably why they defend it so much, because it's their first Dark Souls game. A lot of people may not have picked up Dark Souls 1 or even realized Demon Souls was a thing like I did. Um, so that might be a reason why people defend it. And like there's a lot of people that hate Dark Souls 1, and they say that it's like too janky. 100%. Um, I I probably couldn't agree with you more on that point. Shrine of Amana is horrible. No, I don't think it's mean. Um, Literally, Shrine of Amana, it, I don't want to say it serves no purpose, but it's unnaturally difficult. Like the range that they give the sorceresses, in my opinion, is too much. Like the range at what they start casting spells, and the narrow paths that they give you to get through that area as well. It's too much. Like anyone would have trouble with it. Like, and I I know I have troubles with it every time. It's an area that I dread doing, and unfortunately, it's a mandatory area. It's not one of those areas that you can skip every time. But like I was saying, like a lot of people hate on Dark Souls 1, um, and they don't understand why. Because like Dark Souls 1 is one of my favorites. It's probably my favorite Souls game. One, it I think if you play through Dark Souls 1 before the rest, obviously you gain more of an appreciation for the games. Um, like I, if you play through Dark Souls 1 and then you go from to Dark Souls 2, then Dark Souls 3, you can actually see the progression of the games. Not story wise, although I am working on theories on how those games are all connected. Just in general, like just how they went from Dark Souls 1 to end up here, where like you see mechanics from all the games put into this one. And I think that they did a fantastic job with that. And like you can, if you play through all of them, like you will at the end of Dark Souls 3, even if you don't do DLCs. Yeah, I agree. Shrine of Mana, it just they could have did so much more. But like if you were to play through Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and at the end of Dark Souls 3, one the Lord of Cinder, it kind of pulls everything together. Like it's kind of the epitome of all Souls games because it starts off with a basically another player mind like that has played through the game and it had so many different builds. In my opinion, that's what the Soul Cinder is. It's all the different builds a character could do. It's obviously set to like certain ones, but like it to me it feels like that's what that boss is to put a bunch of like basically Souls characters together. And at the very end, who do you fight? You fight Gwyn. Basically, like you hear the theme, the like the he has Gwyn's moveset. Like it's just it's Gwyn. So I think it's a really cool way to tie them all in together. But yeah, Shrine of Amana is necessarily difficult. If you don't take your time, like you said, if you try to rush that area, you're gonna end up having problems. Cause like and like even if you want to explore the area, that's fine. But some of the end, like goddamn ogre, like literally an ogre is gonna chase after you if you attempt to go through the area. And on those narrow pathways, you're gonna get messed up, and you're gonna get messed up quickly. But like what like I know I'm trying to put a theory together that that dark the Lordran and Lothric, which is where Lordran is in Dark Souls 1, that's where that's based in. And Lothric obviously is here. I'm trying to create a theory and I'm trying to like work it so maybe it makes some kind of sense where Lordran and Lothric are basically the same place, just like centuries apart. And I'm also trying to say that Drangleic, which is where Dark Souls 1 is, or Dark Souls 2, sorry, is is like a separate like like basically like a side area basically because if you look at the start, like the opening cinematic to Dark Souls 2, you see your character kind of fall into a portal and you end up in Drangleic. My theory, and I want to go into it more when I do my video, but my theory, oh damn, we got invaded by Kirk. My theory anyway is that when you beat Dark Souls 1, you have the choice of either linking the fire or walking away. And my theory is when you walk away, you go to Drangleic. Like the character that's going into Drangleic, like going to Drangleic in that portal, is the chosen undead that decided not to link the fire and kept going. If that makes any kind of sense. I'm still trying to work it. It's a theory. It might not work, like lore-wise, but I thought it was kind of like an interesting way to see the games connected. But that's something I've been working on. Just like maybe create a theory that, hey, these games might actually be linked together more than we realize. But that's all in my head. People probably be like, nah, you're completely wrong, and here's why. That'd be completely fine with me. I don't care. But it's just something that I had a thought of, like while I was playing through these games. Because there's different things that you can see that kind of give you hints that maybe that theory's not so far-fetched. Like the heir of Sunlight Covenant in Dark Souls 2 is the nameless the nameless king's statue from Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3. The Sunlight Covenants. They all have the same statue. So it's a working theory. I'm not gonna put too much into it, but it is a thought I've had. I don't necessarily know if I can make it work at all, but like I said, just something that was going through my head. Alright, let's go try Deacons. Now this, if anyone that's watching currently went through, has watched any of my bows only run, you'll know that many streams were spent here. And it took me forever to get this boss killed. Let's try Boulder Heave. Oh my god, that was awesome. Oh my god, I love Boulder Heave so much. Getting cocky. Back it up. Now that's how that fight should go. That is very much how that fight should go. I love Boulder Heave. Boulder Heave is so useful. Oh, I missed this one. And it's a shame because the Shrine of Amana is a gorgeous area, but it suffers because I can't enjoy it if the enemy spam ruins it. Black Reach in Skyrim is the opposite effect, gorgeous but empty. That is an excellent comparison, actually. Um, I don't have much experience with Skyrim. I have played through it, obviously, but I haven't put a lot of time into it.
Welcome home,
Oh,
Ashley.
excuse me. Um,
Very well. Then take note.
but yeah, like I find Shrine of Amana is a very nice looking area. I find that Dark Souls 2 does that very well in their areas. Like their areas look very good, minus a couple that
Farewell,
could use some
Ashley.
work. But a lot of their areas are extremely nice. Uh, but it's just the enemies in it kind of ruin it. Okay, those are sorceries. This is actually good. It's good to know where I can get certain things. Okay. So now I know I can just use Deacon's Soul because I can only get sorceries from that. But yeah, if anyone has any questions about upcoming stuff, wants to give me any suggestions on maybe upcoming videos, if you want to see a tier list, please let me know. I have a couple ideas in my head, but honestly, I'd love to hear from you guys. See what you guys want to see
Welcome
my
home.
opinion on.
Speak that. Very
Um,
well.
that'll be how I would love to work this eventually. That I can just get suggestions from you guys on getting my opinion on certain games or certain summons in the games. Like I do plan on doing a tier list for Dark Souls 2 uh, for the NPC summons to kind of be the sequel to my Dark Souls 1 video where I did a tier list on that. Did I already burn this? Yeah. Yeah. There's not much happening after Deacons. Deacons was a first try. Um, back to Fair and Keep. Now, I have gotten a couple of requests to do a Bloodborne challenge run. Nothing specific, just to try Bloodborne challenge run. Um, I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. The only reason I say that is because, one, I don't have a lot of experience with Bloodborne. As build wise, I don't really know how I would go about doing a halfway decent build, if that makes any kind of sense whatsoever. I would love to be able to do a build in that, or like a challenge run, but it's just the bullets that they use in that for like their the hunter's tools or like the spells basically. In my mind, they're spells. Um, like if I was to do a certain, yeah, yeah, I know, I love Boulder Heave. Um, but yeah, I would think. Oh, I forgot about this. Is why I never have my Ember on. Oh, but they're weak to fire. Yeah. But yeah, like I would love to be able to do a Bloodborne challenge run. I would just have to. I that would those would be the challenge runs that I'd have to put the most research into, just based on the fact that I don't have any idea what I'm doing in that game. My knowledge is very limited. I've only beat the game twice, I want to say, and like it, both times they were like very, how would I say it? They were, I did the multiplayer, so it's not that I had people guiding me. I was still trying to guide people. Yeah, those like these guys, they're very intimidating. They don't have a lot of health, but they do output a ton of damage. Like I mean a ton of damage. Like if you get hit by like the red skull things that they summon out, that can melt your health bar. Okay. Honestly, I'm kind of not to like pat myself on the back, but kind of blasting through the early game here. Like I know with and like I said, I'll keep comparing this to my bows only run. Like compared to that, this is a breeze. Like Crystal Sage took me forever to beat. Deacons, I don't even want to say how many attempts that done. I think it took me. It's in my video. I'm trying. Oh god, I forgot about the dark race. But like with my bows only run, I had such a hard time with the last two fights that I just kind of breezed right through. And honestly, oh, and I'm invaded, so I can't even sit at the damn fucking Heschel. Whatever. But yeah, like I know it took. I think I died like 18, 19, maybe 20 times to Deacons. I died probably 10 times to Crystal Sage, maybe more. I died. Oh, what? There was another boss that I was severely stuck on. And it's one that I normally don't have a hard time with. Pontiff Sullivan, I think, took me quite a few tries. I think he was also one that I got stuck on a lot. And for like a fairly long time. And it's just like, yeah, it's I think mostly it was the fact that I'm trying a weapon type that I don't normally use in a Souls game. Yeah. Like, and what's funny is I thought the Dragon Slayer armor. Oh, I forgot about that guy. I thought Dragon Slayer armor was going to take me quite a few tries. Like, I thought I was also going to be stuck on Dragon Slayer armor for like a good while. Um, but by the time that I actually got to him, I first tried him, no problem, which honestly really surprised me. And then I did, uh, and then that's about as far as I've gotten. I haven't beat Aldrich. Yeah, like like Dragon Slayer armor to me, like when I was going in, I was assuming that I was going to use up all my arrows, just for the simple fact that I don't think I'm going to be able to use Boulder Heave here. It's a shame. I have to use some more defensive armor. I'm dead. Okay. I'm going to use more defensive armor than that, and not use Boulder Heave. That was my bad. Yeah, only 10 attempts for a level 1 run. Like, I feel like like that's definitely pretty impressive. All right, let's see here. What's my most defensive armor? I think it's my northern. Yeah. Is my northern set? Oh, that's more defensive. Yeah. Okay, Fallen Knight stuff I think is more defensive. Okay. Have a bit more physical defense on me. And not use Boulder Heave. Also, it's after Abyss Watchers that I have access to a lot of better pyromancies, I believe. Because then I get access to the old Demon King, which if I once I kill him, which I'm gonna have to go buy poison spray for him. Once I kill him, I get access to, in my opinion, one of the best pyromancies in the game in Chaos Bed Vestiges. Does that stagger him every single time? No. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Didn't even take him in the second phase myself. Okay. Bring it. I think the Dark Wraiths are still killing things outside. Something that I wish they would have kept from Dark Souls 1 was the poise system. Because poise never is a thing after Dark Souls. I mean, it's a thing, obviously, it's a stat, but it's not like as prevalent in Dark Souls 2, and especially not in this one. Where, like, in Dark Souls 1, like, if you had heavy poise, like, you couldn't be knocked out of anything. Where I just don't think that's the case in this game, and especially in Dark Souls 2 either. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't think poise is as much of a thing in these games that it was in Dark. Oh, I'm out of heals. Uh-oh. Nope. Did I get him? Oh my god, that got him. Thank god. I love combustion. Oh, and it's in the even more famous The Odd Broadcaster. Man. I got a legend in my chat. In case you guys don't know, he does some great videos on some also theory on, what is it, Expedition 33? Another YouTuber wants me to have the DLC. I talked him down to only the Sister Freed as I don't want. Yeah, I don't blame you on that. That, like, I will try the DLC. Yeah, no worries, man. Of course. Um, I will try DLC with this. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be as difficult as I'm making it out to be. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I definitely did not watch you play Dark Souls 2. And that, I mean, that's horrible. Uh, we were literally last, this stream and last stream, we were literally just kind of not shit talking Dark Souls 2, but just explaining why it's a bad game. Yeah, they don't give me anything good. And honestly, I will do the DLC if everyone wants to see it.
Welcome,
I'm
speak.
also, I think I might yeah, it's forbidden for me. Yeah.
Very well, then
Um
take note.
I don't think it's going to be that difficult. There's going to be a few bosses that are obviously going to give me trouble. I mean,
Farewell,
man,
Asher.
literally I think it was the first or second stream I tuned in for you. It was in the middle of Dark Souls 2, and I tried helping with the Ancient Dragon, and I hadn't picked up the game in such a long time. I literally had to watch the credits because I had to go through and I had to beat the last boss. I had to go and actually finish the game and watch through the credits so I could go back to where I could get summoned by you. And like I hadn't played Dark Souls 2 at that point since I think it would have been like 2 or 3 years. And I don't know if you could notice, I was super rusty. Like I was like insanely rusty with that game. And then, I rolled off the edge and just embarrassed myself. Yeah. Yeah, like I know there's like the middle toe strat that that I know about. Like if you get in between his toes, you can hit him and not get hit by anything else. Um, and honestly, I hate it. I hate that dragon fight with every fiber of my being because it's just he is extremely difficult, and I mean like extremely difficult. And he has such a high health bar. No way that was 10 months ago. Was that really 10 months ago? Jeez. Yeah, like I'm spewing at that fireman. Like, and unfortunately, since if I do a challenge run in Dark Souls 2, I feel like I have to at least attempt that damn dragon. And I'm not excited to do it. Because I'm pretty sure that that dragon is actually weak to lightning. Yeah, that's fair. And now look at you, man. You're what? You're pushing 700 subs. Got a couple big expedition videos out. And yeah, you're killing it, man. You guys like follow in there, please? Thank you. See you guys later. And what's funny is when I started uh, uploading this year. Well, one, I came back uh, last February after an 8-year hiatus. I got really down on myself and all that stuff. Yeah, man, my tier list video, I don't know what happened to it, but it took off. It just hit 2,000 views today, and like that that is amazing for me. But like that after I took yeah, I took like 8, 9 years off from YouTube. I wasn't getting anywhere. I think I had like 6 subscribers, and when I came back, uh, made the Discord, started talking to some people, getting some advice on like what I should do, like and like different things like that. And honestly, that was probably the best thing I ever did. Like as of right now, oh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. The goal is 100 subs. Hopefully, at the very least. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to do. Is he like? He might be resistant to fire. Don't hit me, Torzak. I said, don't hit me, Torzak. But yeah, the goal is to hopefully hit. Damn. Oh, you're a prick. Oh, you cocky bitch. Whatever. Um. Anyway, my goals. I posted it on my community tab there. I think a week ago. Yeah, I know. DS2 lost center, and honestly, it's not that bad of a fight. Um, but like my goals for this year was to double my sub count at the time, which I think I had 75. So I'm on my way to do that. I want to get my souls. I wanted a video to hit 1,000 views naturally. That happened within 2 days of me making that post, which is insane. Then I have another goal of what I put another goal down, and I cannot remember for the life of me what it was. But I think the biggest thing. Oh, is there a Pyromancy tome down there? I can't remember. Yeah, I know, right? And like I wasn't expecting it. Like when I made that, when I did that post, I had 2 videos that were on my radar that may hit 1,000 views within the month. One was a Dark Souls 3 video that I did on getting Sigurd out of jail, which it was just part of my playthrough. I didn't like make it as a tutorial video. Um, so there was that, and the other one was one of my first Night Rain tutorials. That was like my first one to hit high double digits. So those two, they're both at the 900 plus view mark as well. Those were the two that I've been watching the most. And for some reason, my Dark Souls 1 NPC video took off. And I mean, like, it took off. It got over 1,000 views within a day. And I know that doesn't seem like a lot to some people, but that is a massive win for me. Hmm. Yeah, and honestly, I like making them. I like making those tier list videos. And they're, to me, they're easy to make, especially on Dark Souls 1, because I know that game in and out. Like, there's not much about those games that I don't know. Not to sound cocky, obviously, but like, there's not much about those games that I don't know or can't like figure out extremely quickly. That's Blind Mimic. Now, are you gonna leave me alone? Yeah, like, and honestly, like I said, I was not expecting that to happen at all. Oh God. Okay, that witch's ring is a huge pickup. Like I was not expecting my video to take off. I don't ever expect any of my videos to take off. Um, like if any of my videos get like over like 20, 30 views, I consider that a win for me. Like I consider that a big win. So like, especially right now, my stream is at 15 viewers. That's huge for me. Last night it hit 21 views, which I was super ecstatic about. Maybe someone who's been doing it for quite a while uh, might not see that, but for me, that is a huge win. Okay. So I don't think I'm missing anything yet. The biggest thing is through that fog wall. So I'm gonna have to get to that. Uh, there's a lot of large Titanite shards here too, so I can run back and get these after I shut that crossbow down. But I want to fight this. Can I force my retreat? Can. Okay. But yeah, like, ow. I'm super thankful for anything I get with YouTube because getting people to subscribe to a smaller channel is extremely hard. Giant win being a small YouTuber, so I didn't know a video to get like 10 views. Yeah, like that foreshadowing video you did me in. Like I watched it, it was extremely good. And it hit 50,000 views. And it hit 10,000 views extremely quickly. Oh, don't. No. Alright, I don't like this. I'm getting out. Getting out. And like I consider that like those views, like the small views I get, a win. Like I think it's extremely good for me that my like a lot of my videos, a good portion of them hit over 100 views, which I'm extremely happy about. Alright, I'm gonna go get that poison pyromancy. Yeah, I remember watching that video of yours and it taken off. And yeah, exactly. 20 views, still 20 people that watched me. So literally, yeah, that's 20 people that took time out of their day, even if they want like, even if the views that you get are minor, and like the watch time is like super minor. Like, okay, you got like the average watch time is 2 minutes on a 30-minute video. Okay, but that's still people taking 2 minutes out of their day, which 2 minutes might not seem like a long time. That's still 2 extra minutes of their day that they're taking to watch your video, which that's amazing to me. And like people, like my NPC list that currently, yeah, like I said, it hit 2,000 views today, and it has almost 100 likes. So not only did 2,000 people watch it and watch like 5 to 6 minutes of it each. Yeah, I remember that. The 100 mark, and yeah, and you get 100 real quickly too. Yeah, right. Dude, if I ever collab with Backlogs, that'll be the end of it. That I'll be like, yeah, all right, I can back away from YouTube, and I'm okay with that. He is the goat of this stuff. I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait for like this year. This year I think is going to be a great year for this channel, great year for a lot of channels that I'm watching, and I honestly think a lot of people that I know are going to hit it big. I don't think I'm going to hit it big. Um, I'm still extremely small, but I think my channel can at least double its sub count. I think anyway. Just judging by the progress that I've already made within this year. Like I started this year at 75 subs, just before Christmas. I hit 75 subs. I've gained 10. And I viewed the writer. Like my dream though. Yeah, and honestly, man, that's very, very doable. Because like a lot of people that like, especially if you're obviously that foreshadowing video you posted, 50,000 people that watched it. That's got to grab the attention of some people, especially the ones that made the game, right? I would assume like 50,000 views is not a small amount. There's big YouTubers that get 50K views on videos and that's it, and they consider that video a failure, judging by like other things they've done. Just gonna have a little sit so that. Oh wait, do I need to get that worm to come back out. You gonna do it? You gonna do it? Knighted by the other church. I mean that's cool. That's amazing that they're recognizing people that make video games for that stuff. You know what I mean? Like we're just gonna sit here and let the crossbow take out this worm. But yeah, that's amazing that a game gets so popular that like the creators get knighted. That's amazing. I think my first playthrough, I didn't realize you could use the crossbow to kill this thing, and I ended up killing it straight up. Like I ended up fighting it straight up. Stupidest thing I've ever done. I was not a smart person when I played through Dark Souls 3 for the first time. And Dark Souls 3 was actually the first Dark Souls game I beat ever. I wish I still had my original character so I could show that, just to show how bad it was. But I had it on Xbox first. Okay. So I'm gonna be using Boulder Heave. That's why I wanted to kill it, to get the Undead Bone Shard. I'm gonna be using Boulder Heave and Poison Mist against this boss. I should go sit at a bonfire actually. But yeah, like I know I started this channel. I restarted this channel, I should say, to do mostly challenge runs. When's the Miyazaki interview? Yeah, I got him scheduled for next week. I lied about my sub count. I said I had like 100K subscribers and more. Yeah, we're scheduled to sit down tomorrow, actually. You can expect that video out 20 years from now. But like when I first started the channel back up, after my long break, it was originally going to be just Dark Souls challenge videos, but then Night Rain came out, and I thought about it. I was like, there's probably some things that in Night Rain that people are confused about. Oh god. Like certain events. And since I'm doing YouTube videos, why not record every one of my runs? And if I do one of the events, then I can post it and see how that does. Well, one of the first ones I get was the damn, I got stuck in amongst them. This is gonna be hard. One of the first events I get was the one that hit like 900 views on my channel, the one with the falling star beast. And it's just because I was literally just recording every run. If something interesting happened or if I did an event, I would upload it. If nothing happened, I'd delete it. Or like if I end up clutching a boss fight, then I would keep that. Just like small stuff like that. And yeah, that's basically how most of the channel got going. So I owe a lot to Night Rain. I'm gonna need fire resistance, aren't I? There's a little chunk. And like I was trying to upload, I was doing a lot of shorts too. Oh, I'm dead. I was doing a lot of shorts too. Yeah, and honestly, I was playing Night Rain with a few people as well, like a little bit after the game actually released. And I was really enjoying Night Rain. Not that like it's not a terrible game like some people make it out to be. It's just, does that have high fire resist? I think Pyromancy stuff, it does. I'm gonna use that. I really enjoyed it. I haven't went back to it. Oh, those have higher fire resist. I haven't went back to it in a while. I haven't played Night Rain in probably. Are you kidding me? Goddamn crossbow. Boss fights. Oh, like it. What I really enjoyed about it was the fact that it took bosses from older games, like Duke's Dear Freya is in Night Rain. And what kind of saddens me about it, so I say it's good that they do it. What sucks is that people are now going to know those bosses from Night Rain and not from the games that they're actually from. Like, I think I was watching someone stream Night Rain, I can't even remember who it was at this point, and they came up on Gaping Dragon. They're like, oh, or they were streaming, Dark Souls 1 after doing Night Rain, They came up on Gaping Dragon. They're like, oh, it's Gaping Dragon from Night Rain. Go, what do you think came first? Like, just stupid stuff like that, like Nameless King. Like, if people see Nameless King in Dark Souls 3, like, oh, that's Nameless King from Night Rain. No, that is Nameless King from Dark Souls 3. You don't even know the half of it. Oh, he's calling down his... Yeah, really though, like it's all like it's great that they put in all these bosses, but like they're gonna see those bosses from Night Rain and not from the game that they're actually meant to be from. You know what I mean? Not that's not like a bad thing. Like I'm not saying that that's a complete bad thing. It's just one of like I'm sure that that's not the intention that they had when they were doing it. Yeah, pretty much, man. And honestly, like, when Night Rain was coming out, I was like, I really liked the looks of it, like just from uh, like the trailers, like it looked extremely good. And like I never played the betas or anything. I really, now I'm kind of glad I didn't, because like I think it may have ruined the experience for me when I first loaded it up. But oh, one of those things hit me. I was doing good there. Shit, whatever. But yeah, like I don't know. I'm glad I didn't do the the like the public test because I really wanted it, but I don't know. I'm kind of glad I didn't get it. I feel like I wouldn't have liked it as much if I would have got into the test. I don't think that makes any sense, but and yeah, although crossplay, yeah, you could make the argument that it needs crossplay, but you could also make the argument that crossplay, like most games, it kind of introduces more hackers than anything. But like they could add a lot to it, like and you know what? And the game's still new, like it's only a year old at this point. Not even. Um and honestly, it it still has so much room to grow. Like it could still release crossplay, and like I'm sure that that's on their list of things that they might want to do. Oh god, yeah, it's probably like the game's still new. I'm hoping that they're going to release a lot of DLCs for it. I'm sure that they will. They just need to do it at that point. Like I'm sure they have a whole bunch of DLCs that are planned to be released, like more bosses, more characters, more areas of map variety. Like they could literally pull like maps from pretty much any Souls game, and I think people would be okay with that. Like I think people would be okay if they just reused. Oh, that's coming back out. I didn't realize that ring did that. I think people would be okay if they reused maps from Souls games, because honestly, I think that's like one of the biggest things that us like FromSoft has, is that they can pull from other Souls games and they can get that nostalgia value. Like who wouldn't want to do a Night Rain run in Anor Londo? You know how cool that would be to drop in Anor Londo, or at least have it as a section. That'd be so cool. In my opinion. This is all my opinion, obviously. But yeah, I think that'd be wicked. Swing a big old hammer. Yeah, okay. Um, yeah, I have a Facebook page on for my channel. Um, I haven't updated it in such a long time. I kind of forget I have it most times, but I do have it there. I'm really gonna try to post more stuff on there, even if it's just posting videos or like links to my streams, stuff like that. Um, I think that's what I'm gonna try and use it for in the future. I just figured it might be good to have. Oh god. Oh my god, this goddamn right trigger. My right trigger's busted, so it's really kind of screwing with me here. Can I get through there? No. No, I was so close. And yeah, so when I first started again, I I also have a TikTok, which please don't make fun of me too much for having one, but I do have a TikTok page. I was kind of hoping that I could take the shorts that I made from YouTube, which are mostly just like me fighting bosses. I was kind of hoping that I could take shorts that I do from YouTube. Did he seriously one hit me? Oh, he did too. Oh, there's 10,000 souls gone. And like I was just posting my shorts from YouTube onto TikTok, which like I think the max amount of views I got from one was like 500 maybe. And I don't think it generated any subs or any views on my YouTube channel. So, and in my mind, it's not that it was worthless, but it definitely wasn't. It didn't have any value for me. So, if anyone is wondering, that sometimes when I get my boulder heave off, it damages them twice. So the initial contact hits them. Oh, jeez. Don't be pulling that stuff up. Uncharted. Oh, man, I'm dead. Uncharted is long dead. That was original. That was original channel stuff. I did play through the first Uncharted series, and as you can probably see, it didn't do well. I was also streaming to Twitch at that point too. Um, I was doing I was streaming to Twitch, then uploading to YouTube after. That's how I was doing things back in the day. It didn't work. It didn't generate me any views. I didn't get any followers on Twitch. I wasn't like it. I got super down on myself when I was doing this the first time because like it's not that I was expecting to generate like massive amounts of views, but I wasn't getting anywhere, and I was doing it for. I think I did YouTube for like a year straight, maybe more. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I was doing YouTube for probably a year, I want to say. At least 9-10 months that I was doing Twitch streaming and YouTube. Wasn't getting anywhere. I wasn't getting any subs. I wasn't getting any views. I wasn't getting anything. Yeah. Yeah, like with Final, I started a lot of playthroughs back then. This is not a good sign. I need to kill this guy because I'm really good pyromancies after this boss. I would love to be able to continue some of that stuff. If I was going to do it now, I'd probably restart it all. I was tempted to just delete all those videos, like all those playlists, before I started again. Because before I started uploading in last February, I think I started streaming again. Oh my god, this is just horrible. I am so awful right now. It was February last year when I started streaming again. And I started streaming in the middle of a bows only run. I had a half a mind to start again. I think probably 6 months earlier. Yeah, and like honestly, I like having my old videos up. It kind of gives me an appreciation for how far I've come. Because like if you look, because I did a couple of Left 4 Dead videos too. Nothing like no playthroughs, but it was just me and one of my friends having some fun. And honestly, I like having that stuff up because my editing style has changed dramatically since then. But yeah, like I know, what was I saying? Like I was gonna come back to YouTube probably 6 months prior to when I actually, damn. All right, I gotta think of something here. I gotta go reallocate my Estus. I'm not using hardly any blue Estus in this fight. But anyway, I had, because my channel obviously used to be named something else. And then I left it, and then I was playing Diablo 2 Resurrected. And I was like, what if I just record a full playthrough, or like me trying hardcore Diablo, and what would happen if I just uploaded it? Yeah, and like you can just see the comparisons, man. It's insane how far people come. And anyway, so like I was in the middle of doing, uh, I was playing a lot of Diablo, and like I played a lot of Diablo, and I just was thinking like, what if I was to record it? I could just slowly uh, edit it, and then I'll upload it randomly on my channel. Um, and I kind of had that, but then I started to write a script for it. It wasn't really going very well. I didn't really know what I wanted to say for this run, or for like that run at that point. So I canned it. I shit canned it. And I even went through the trouble of changing my channel name to what it is now, the Dockside Gamer. I changed my logo to something else that's not my logo now. And honestly, I was ready to start uploading again. But I got cold feet. I I love Andre. And like I got some cold feet with it. Yeah, and like I really wanted to upload a Diablo 2 video. I don't know why. And actually, the video that I was going to do was one that I did end up uploading to the channel, just with no commentary. It was one of the runs I had, not the one I was streaming, but a different one. Yeah, that was the one I was going to script and put out. So I kept it. Like I kept the footage. I didn't really want to. I didn't want to do it because like the scripting really got me down. I didn't know how I wanted to script it. I didn't know how I wanted to, like, I didn't know what I wanted to get across. I figured out very early on that I didn't know as much about Diablo 2 as I thought. Yeah. Oh man, can you imagine if Boulder Heave was a thing in Dark Souls 1? Like, oh, you're immune to fire. Well, it just so happens that I can spew gigantic boulders out of my mouth. But anyway, long story short, Diablo is a great game. Like, Diablo 2 is probably one of my favorite series. Oh man, I'm gonna ban you if you ever mention the mobile game again. And I don't even know how to ban on YouTube. goes so far. Look at the range on that. But anyway, long story short, oh my god, that was just horrible. I am so shit at this game. But anyway, yeah, long story short, uh, yeah, I won't ban you, man. I won't ban you. Nah, you're good. You're good. I only kid. But yeah, so I'm glad that I started uploading again. Uh, I went kind of crazy when I first started back, and I was uploading every single day. That's too much for me. Man, you better not. But yeah, I don't know. Like I when I started back up, I lowered my expectations. Like I was pretty much on the understanding that I think when I started I had 6 subs. It's like I am a channel with 6 subscribers. No one's gonna want to collab with me. Uh, I'm probably hardly gonna get any views, but I'm just gonna have to keep picking away at it. And honestly, I'm kind of glad I did, because yeah. So I would love to have a backlog of videos. Like I'd love to have just a library of videos that I can pull from at any given time. Like, hey, I can't get anything recorded this week, so I'll upload this. Yeah, it's true. And honestly, like, I would love to be able to upload every single day. I can't do it. It's too much for me. I don't have enough time in a day. Like, literally, I do everything on my phone. Generally, my voice recording sessions are in my car before work in the morning. I take about a half hour before I go into work, so I get to work like a half hour early, and I voice record there. And then after I get the voice recording done, I try to get the editing done at night if I'm not recording something else. So again, a little peek behind the curtain again. But that was pretty much how I've been doing it. And I was trying to do live commentary, if that makes sense. Not like live commentary, but I would record everything, upload to YouTube, save it onto my phone, and then from there, I would put it into, I use CapCut on my phone. I'd put it into there, and then, oh my god, how did that hit me? Come on. Anyway, I would put it into CapCut, and then I would watch the video back and do voice commentary from there. That's how I was doing things. Like, that's how I was editing and, like, and doing my videos. And honestly, like, yeah, like, I know I like, I could probably do that with Night Rain if I wanted to do low quality videos and just pump out videos just to have more of my content out there. I could do that because I have probably oh, 20 runs of Night Rain on my console saved right now that just are sitting there not doing anything. I could do that, but again, like you said, it's quality over quantity. I would much rather have a good video that I put a ton of work into, and only release one of those probably, I don't know, maybe once, twice a week, or twice a month, and have that uh, get me subs. I wouldn't mind that. And then like it'd be, yeah, like, and that's what I was trying to do with Night Rain. I was trying to like record every run, so if I wanted to, I could pull from it, and then kind of, and then have any video I wanted. But like I said, it for me it's quality over quantity, like you said. And I just, if I also have the understanding that if I wouldn't watch it, are you saying I'm doing this fight super slow? You're not wrong. Yeah. Can you imagine? But yeah, like for me, it's gonna be quality over quantity every time. Um, I I don't want to put out a video that I wouldn't watch myself, and that's been my own kind of philosophy. I know probably a lot of people have that philosophy on YouTube, but that is what I want to follow. Like if I wouldn't watch a Dark Souls challenge run myself, then I'm not going to upload it. Then I'm not happy with it yet. And then I'll go back and start tweaking it, or maybe I'll have to go and change some things. And that's just how it'll have to be. But I'd much rather put out a good video. Oh god, oh god. Okay, I'll have to read those after. It's problematic. I have no heals. I was kind of hoping like he was broken a little. Maybe he would take some pity on me. Oh, I gotta get back. No, gotta get back. Gotta back. Alright, never mind. I got him beat. You're just lucky that I don't have a mod. There we go. Yes, I was very much locked in. And what's funny, because I've been comparing this run to my bows only run throughout this entire playthrough so far, that fight I first tried on bows only. Yeah, wicked. You are now a mod. You don't have to time yourself out though. Alright, now I can take that soul. Oh yeah, you have some power. I wouldn't say you have a bunch of power, but you have some power. Alright, there we go. So now so this Pyromancy I just picked up is huge. It requires 2 slots. So I'm going to go put up my attunement because I really don't feel like losing 2 of my spells.
Welcome home, speak. Very well.
Yeah.
Then touch the darkness with it, take nothing.
You have some power. Oh. Well.
Farewell,
Okay, I guess I'm losing. I'll lose Fire Orb, and I'll lose Poison Mist, I suppose. Okay. So that, yeah, that's the one. That's such a good Pyromancy. Okay, I'll go back to Demon Ruins and turn off that goddamn crossbow. And like, so I'll give you guys an idea of what my setup is right now. Um, I'm in my living room, and I'm in a very public area of my house. The only way I'm able to stream is if everyone in my house is asleep, like early. And when I say early, I mean like anywhere between 8:30, 9 o'clock, or maybe a bit later than that. Maybe Dark Souls as an Earthbend. Oh, don't be giving me ideas. That's a great idea. An Earthbender, eh? That's doable. Oh god, where am I dropping down to? Let's test this out. So how would that even work? I'd have to narrow down what would classify as an Earthbender. So obviously heavy, like Boulder Heave. Oh, I'm dead. What would classify as an Earthbender in this game? Boulder Heave. And I think that might be it. So I'd have to beat the game with Boulder Heave. Broken Sword Run. I suppose fist weapons, yeah, that could work. Maybe I'll use that one day. But like, yeah, I've seen broken sword weapons. It's not it's not it's not impossible. Let's say that. It's not impossible to do a broken sword run because you can add uh, the sorceries to your weapons. Like you can put like crystal sword or whatever. Yeah, definitely. Oh, thank you for pushing me out of the way. Um, but like broken sword runs, they're doable. They're very doable. I was thinking about doing one, just because if you can get a hold of uh, like the crystal sword, like the armament spells. Yeah, but AI makes your build. You know, you never know. That could work too. There's a lot of stuff that could work. Have an AI make all your decisions for you. That'd be pretty good. There is, it just goes to show how many ideas can be generated here. Um, oh my god, I never even looked at these statues before. That's Taurus Demon. That's a Stray Demon or Asylum Demon. You seen a Capra Demon in the boss fight? Oh, never mind. There's Capra Demon. Alright, so basically what you're saying is I have to do a no death run in Souls games. Never know. That might motivate me to do it. That might be the only way that I actually do a no death run in Souls games. I'm definitely not good enough. So I would probably be fine up until Beta Chaos for Dark Souls 1. Um, I die very unnecessarily in Dark Souls 1 against Beta Chaos. Because that fight is bullshit. if I die, I continue the Uncharted series. If that's something people want to see, if people want to see me do the Uncharted series, I love those games. Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love the Uncharted series. And I have them on my PlayStation still. So like I'm very much open to that. And like I was oh yeah, man, like I absolutely love playing through Uncharted. Yeah, and get cooked medium rare. You know what? Fair enough. I mean, if you follow, so if you've watched any like my tutorial video for getting the lightning spear, if you get the the master key, go through Blake Town, and come up uh, that way to uh, and come up that way to the other side where Andre is, the the Drake won't spawn. So that whole bridge is nullified because if you completely bypass Undead Burg by going from Firelink, the dragon technically never spawns. So you won't even have to worry about that. This over here. That's what I want. I don't even care if I die. I just want this to win. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, I'm dead. Whatever. Yeah, like, and it's if you don't get the Drake to, I think what starts is he hits the bridge when you're coming up into the Undead Burg. If you don't have him hit that, then technically he never spawns into the area. And when you're on the bridge, because I was doing this during my Miracles Only run, I was like, why isn't this dragon? I was like, oh right, because I never went through the Undead Burg until I decided to go that way. But yeah, it's small things like that that I never notice on some playthroughs because I hardly ever sequence break the game. I think I sequence break the game every single time now because Master Key is just the item I always start with now. Oh, why did I do that? Oh my god, you're gonna fucking toxic me, aren't you? Stop that. But yeah, it's just small things like that that I never noticed about the game before. Do I have anything for Kieran's status effects? Poison buildup. That doesn't do toxic. So I'm on a clock. Souls game cut content. I'm sure Nightmare has some interesting. You know what? You're probably right. Um, as far as cut content for, oh yeah, you know what? Capper Demon, I think, is the end for a lot of people. And like, as far as cut content goes, the only I can't really think of much cut content for Dark Souls, anyways. But I could probably find stuff. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff out there. Like I said, I am wanting to do a lore video, and the one I'm actually wanting to do it on is the Nameless King. Uh, not even like a lore video. I would love to do a video on how he ended up in Lothric Castle. And I've already been doing a little bit of research on it, and it's kind of an interesting story, to be honest. His his overall background is kind of fascinating to me. Though I've been doing a little bit of research on a bunch of that. Um, it's just going to be how do I want to frame it. Name, uh, or not in Lothar Castle. Sorry, the Archdragon Peak. That's my mistake. Nameless King ends up in the goes from Lordran to Archdragon Peak. I'm sorry, that was my mistake. See, this is why I can't do lore videos. I would misspeak. Ah. Godskin duos in Night Rain. they're a uh, I don't think they're a night boss. They're not a night boss or anything. They are an Everjail boss. Where do I want to go? Go to Demon Ruins. Yeah, like if, and it's funny because in, especially for the Nameless King, he's Gwyn's son, who was exiled from Anor Londo. Um, the statues, the broken statues, the Sunlight Covenants. Uh, the the Sunlight Covenant statues are of him, and it's funny because you see one in uh, you see one in Drangleic in Earthen Peak, and also because Ornstein was a a loyal knight to the Nameless King. That may explain kind of why you see the old Dragon Slayer in Dark Souls 2. It kind of, like I said, I've been kind of diving into it a little bit, but yeah, like it. You know, Andre has a wild. Really? He has a quest line, or had a quest line. I never knew that. Honestly, I would have never guessed that Andre had a quest line. Doesn't really surprise me, to be honest. Okay, this Black Knight. Can you just like not for a second? Yeah, like I like and like I was hesitant at first to do like lore videos, tier list videos because hmm, that's cool. And like I was hesitant to do like videos that weren't challenge runs because when I first started my channel back up, I that's what I wanted to focus on mostly. But I since, I've been doing it almost a year now, again, I've kind of realized that wasn't a great way to go about it. It's more I want videos that I can have fun with and that interest me and that makes the videos better. Like when I do a Dark Souls 1 video, I absolutely love that game. I love this series and I think that kind of is conveyed through my gameplay and when I'm talking about it. At least I hope it is anyways. And it's kind of like, yeah, I don't. It's just one of those things that I want to get across as. I would love to be able to show some of these videos to people. I call them the abandoned room. Oh god, can I at least turn this off? Turn that off and die. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, man, honestly, you've been a huge help when it comes to any videos. Like it's nice to have someone that I can bounce ideas off of, bounce thumbnail ideas off of. Like you've been a massive help, and I can't thank you enough. What was this? How will having a grudge against gods is proven even finding a call club? What if nameless king exile is what led Havel? So um when I will talk on that. When the nameless king was exiled, obviously Anor Londo was starting to go into its decline anyway. And that very well could have been what led to Havel kind of going against the gods. And it's also interesting on the description of Ornstein's armor, I believe. I can't remember if it's in Dark Souls 1 or maybe Dark Souls 3, but it states that Ornstein abandoned his post in search of the Nameless King because he was his loyal knight, so he wanted to follow him. So my theory, and I'm pretty sure this is probably a theory of other people, but this is just in my own head, that the Ornstein and Smo that you fight in Anor Londo, at the very least, Ornstein is an illusion made up by Gwendolyn, and Smo is real. Oh, that's cool. Why didn't they go with that? That's a much better story than what we got. That's a much better story. I feel like anything would be an improvement on Dark Souls 2. But yeah, so perhaps go back in time if you ever felt the time travel was weird. It was because, yeah, like it. I wish that they would have did something else. All right, what can I get now? Great Chaos Storm. Ooh, Great Chaos Fire Orb. I mean, that carried me a lot in the last game. Alright. What do I got? Soul of a Demon. I'm going to see if I can get anything for that through this. But if I can, I'm just going to use it. Boulder Heave, Chaos Bed Vestiges. Oh, you can just get Demon's Fist and Demon's Great Axe, which are two weapons that I don't want. How many souls did that give me? Oh yeah, that's plenty. But yeah, like I'm excited to kind of do a little bit of a dive into, like, especially Dark Souls lore. Like because it's something that I've never really thought too much about before. Like I haven't done too much when it comes to looking into the lore of Dark Souls games. Like I don't really read item descriptions very often. But like after doing a little bit of like internet research, I just think the idea of the Nameless King going from Lordran, possibly a stop in Drangleic at some point, or his reach made it to Drangleic at some point, and then ending in Archdragon Peak, where because he joined the side of the dragons in Gwyn's war against them, which is why he was exiled, led him there, and yeah, he just there was a lot that went on, and I think there could be a lot that I could touch on that, and honestly, I'm kind of excited to try it anyways. Oh, I got another undead. Oh my god, I got so much stuff I can burn. Okay, I am going to kill Wolnir, or at least attempt him, and then that will probably be the end of the stream. But we're making progress, making lots and lots of progress. Making lots of progress indeed. But yeah, if anyone wants to see a specific challenge run done, uh, let me know. Let me know the game and the type of run that you would like to see me do, and I'll try it. Um, I'll try pretty much almost any challenge. I will limit what people can suggest to. And is the real Havel? Hmm, that's interesting. The real Havel. So the only thing that I didn't understand was what ended up happening to Ornstein. Do Dark Souls and Elden Ring share lore? Maybe it's possible. There could be some similar lore between Elden Ring and Dark Souls, but because like it's a reach for that, I feel like might be able to maybe connect one or two things in the games, but I feel like it'd be a stretch. But back to my um because you find Ornstein's armor in Archdragon Peak, but it doesn't say what ended up happening to him. So again, yeah, you'd really have to force it. But like what I was trying to think of, like what happened to Ornstein when he went to Archdragon Peak. Like why, like what happened to him that his armor was left there? And because what my theory is that he tried to maybe join. I feel like Ornstein tried to join the Nameless King, and maybe he had to do like a trial, and he ended up failing. And then because he failed, he ended up dying, and his armor was just left there. But honestly, I don't know. And it's so hard because there's the only way I'd be able to get like lore on this stuff would be to do a very deep dive of Reddit, and even then it'd be more um it'd be more to the fact of the okay, it might not be real, it might like this is what people's opinions are. But ow, like I it's stuff that I definitely like to think about. Yeah, and so because thoughts that I had was the Archdragon Peak was ultimately a trial ground for people. So when Ornstein got there, he was forced to do a trial and ended up failing. Um, and what the only thing that I could think of, because of how powerful Ornstein is perceived to be, he probably died to the King of Storms, which is the dragon that the Nameless King rides. And I can only assume that Nameless King did not have to perform these trials because he made an ally. Yeah, yeah. I'm nervous to put out a lore theory video just because there's so many things you can get wrong, and I'm kind of scared to put these ideas of mine out there and just immediately be shot down. Like, no, you're an idiot. This is why it doesn't work. So I'm very nervous about that.
Ah, there you are.
I don't think he takes this pyramid.
I am pleased to have a pupil as dedicated as you.
So now, and like all this stuff. Oh no, you can't accept this. All right, all right. Thank you. I have to get Carla. Um, so like my I'm nervous to put out a video for that, and I'm always like I want to put out the best kind of video I can do, and a lot of it would be me researching on probably the wikis, getting their descriptions that way. Yeah, and honestly, I don't mind having a debate with someone. Like as like people like I don't mind having a debate with say anyone that comments on my videos. Like my NPC list, I had to defend some of my decisions just because that some people didn't think I ranked some people high enough or that I didn't rank someone low enough. So I don't mind debating my decisions on that. I think just when it comes to lore, there's a lot out there that people have done already, and I think if I was to go against that, then I might get quite a few negative comments. But it is what it is. Like I have my own theories going through. Like I'm also trying to find, like I've said before, I'm trying to find a way to connect Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 all together. Dark Souls 1 and 3 is extremely easy because Anor Londo exists in this game. As you can see, it's literally right there. And the you I'm trying to figure out a way to do that. Yeah, Dark Souls 2 is the black sheep. You're right. And friendly, like, I love having friendly debates with people, especially about a game series that I love and that not that I know a bunch about this game. Like, I don't, obviously, I don't know absolutely everything about the series. Ah, I meant to roll. Ah, I'm dead. That was quick. Um, yeah, I was literally because I couldn't sleep a few nights ago. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But I couldn't sleep a couple nights ago, and I I was just kind of like scrolling through my phone, and I was trying to find ways to connect all the Souls games. I came up with like a theory. I think I mentioned it last night, where oh that hit him hard. As you can see, that's how much damage I want my Pyromancies to do. God, that's 3 shot him. But like I was trying to figure out a way that I could think of Dark Souls 1 being connected to Dark Souls 2 and then those two being connected to this game. It's a little far-fetched, but it's somewhat plausible, and it's mostly because of the Nameless King. And that is true. Yeah, Shards of Mana's Soul, that does connect Dark Souls 1 and 2. Um, the Nameless King, obviously, his statue is in there, and I know a lot of people have theories of why it was there. I have my own, like, I think either the Nameless King himself traveled to Drain Lake at one point in time, or just his reach got that far. Oh, God. Let's heal. And then, of course, Dark Souls 3, like I said, Anor Londo being present in this game automatically connects it to Dark Souls 1. Also, in the Ring City DLC, I think, Firelink, the original Firelink Shrine is literally in the game as well, right after the uh, Demon Princes. And you know what? And you know what's funny? You're probably right. like when they were probably going through. Oh yeah, and Andre's in it. Like how did Andre come here? How is Andre still around? So I was trying to figure out like timeline wise, like when these all come together, but it's just so many things. There isn't anything that directly holds it. It's like they were. I, yeah, I think they were probably a little terrified to make it a sequel, and it kind of shows because like I said, like the mana shards. Yes, the ladder, his body is in the uh, profane capital, and like I have my own theory, and people can kind of make fun of me for this, um, because in my mind, Dark Souls One was the start of it all. Like it's one that the linking of the fire started everything. My theory is that because all the Lords of Cinder are previous beings that that link the fire. My theory is that they are all chosen undead at one point in time, and they're the ones that linked the fire and continued on, and then eventually died here. Um, and the ones that didn't become the bearer of the curse that go to Drain Lake, that walk away and choose not to link the fire. But that's just my theory. That was like the for because the bearer of the curse falls into the portal. No. So technically Dark Souls 3 takes place. Yeah, of course. The Soul Sin yeah, the Lord of Cinder at the end is basically, like I was saying earlier, the culmination of Dark Souls 1 characters that link the flame. Dark Souls games, they're technically sequels to one another, but Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 happened centuries after one another, and seeing Anor Londo kind of proves that of how decrepit it is. Like, technically, this tower that I'm in is in Anor Londo. So I'm basically in Anor Londo right now. Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 2 happens in a whole other place. And that's like, it's either a separate timeline where the chosen undead kind of walks away from blinking the flame, and that's what happens to him. So, again, this is my own theory. The very first chosen undead that didn't link the fire is Vendrick. Oh, it's a dream. Oh, I mean, I could see that. Ow, like I said, I've been coming up with a lot of theories myself, and like I said, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, Dark Souls 2 will always be the black sheep of the series. It's gameplay. Oh God, don't kill me! Don't kill me! Don't kill me! There's a big dark. That was completely irrelevant. Oh, oh, that killed me. I wasn't paying attention. That's an interesting theory. And unfortunately, you're right. Dark Souls 2 will always be the outsider. Um, I don't think Miyazaki had as much input on Dark Souls 2 as he did with Dark Souls